Hey everyone, nice seeing you. Thanks for joining me in my kitchen today for some science exploration. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be doing an experiment, and you only need a couple of things. You need vinegar, which is a liquid. You need a baking powder or baking soda, whichever you can find, a balloon, and a plastic bottle of any kind, any of your choice, and it has to be empty. And what we're going to be doing today, we're going to see what happens when you mix vinegar, which is an acid, and baking powder, which is a base. Okay, so let's make some observations first. What do we know about vinegar? Vinegar is a clear liquid. You use it in baking, or you can put it on salads, salad dressing. You use it to cook with. It smells a little sour, and that's vinegar. Then we have baking powder. It kind of just looks like a white powder, right? Doesn't taste very good. But you use this in baking also, baking and cooking. So vinegar is an acid and baking powder is a base. So we want to see what happens when we mix the two of them together. Usually when you mix an acid and a base together, there's some kind of chemical reaction that happens. So let's see what happens first when we do this. So let's add a little bit of baking soda to my dish, just to see what might happen when you mix the two. So see, I have some baking powder in there. Just a white powder, and I'm gonna do this inside of a pan because it might get messy. Let's see what happens when you add the vinegar, right? The vinegar is an acid and that's a base, so let's see what happens when you mix the two. Aha! You can see that something's happening, right? I hear some fizzling, and it looks like it's bubbling over, right? And if I add some more, let's see if it happens again. So what's happening is when you mix the acid with the base, it's creating gas. So if you see all of the bubbles happening, that's creating carbon dioxide, which is what we breathe out. And we're going to see if we can create enough gas inside of this bottle to possibly blow up this balloon. Who thinks we can do it? Let's see. So, next thing we're gonna try, have your empty bottle, and we're going to put some vinegar inside. We're gonna fill it up. Well, not all the way, probably about half of the way. All right, perfect. Next, we're going to take some of my baking powder, and I'm going to put it inside of the balloon. So to do this, I have a funnel that makes it a little bit easier. I'm going to put it inside of the balloon and get some baking powder in there. All right, it feels like I got some in there. So the next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna put the balloon over the top of the bottle, and then I'm gonna flip the balloon over so that the baking powder goes inside of the vinegar and mixes, just like I showed you in here, right? So let's see if it has the same reaction. All right, I see it bubbling up. Let's shake it up. And if you see, it's actually blowing up the balloon. So what do you think is happening? Well, if you said that it was a gas that's being created, then you are correct. So when you mix the two together, there's so much gas being built up in this bottle that it's blowing up the balloon. You could shake it up a little more. And there you have it. That's our experiment for today. Just a little bit of exploration with some household items that you can find inside. Just be careful when you're doing your experiment with all of your things. Ask an adult to help you. And I hope you had fun today. Nice seeing all of you guys. Miss you very much. And I will see you again soon. Bye.